The Okavango Delta stands as really as one of the most sought-after areas to visit in Africa. The reason why the Northern Botswana and the Okavango Delta specifically has become so sought after is because of its success as an ecotourism destination. We have relatively low numbers of people. We're able to create and experience this very exclusive, at the same time very rewarding wildlife destination.
Right here we have got 6 lions. We have the big guy sitting on the other side there. So he's the Prime Minister. This pride is known as Tsaro Pride. So currently it's a pride that has got about 20 lions, but they have split it into 3 groups. So the 2 groups, each one has got 7. That includes your cubs as well. And then the other group has got 5. And we have got 3 adult females and 2 siblings. That makes a total of 19 lions, plus the Prime Minister. A Prime Minister, we say, he has graduated, so he has got power. He rules every single lion in the whole concession.
Duba is right in the heart of the Okavango Delta, up towards the start of the panhandle. So it receives the water earlier on in the season, and it remains there because of its location longer. It's got a slightly lower elevation, and so there's a lot of water in this area, and the lions of this area have learned to hunt in the water. So first of all, their hunting area is far more challenging, and also their prey species. They're preying mainly on buffalo.
Obviously, a warthog is a small prey. They're just feeding on they've just finished eating the warthog. The mothers are lying down there, so they've just killed it. They're leaving it for the cubs to finish up. So it's only when they've got a bigger prey, the girls will be sharing it now.
This interaction between this young brother and sister, this lioness and this young male, is very interesting to observe. The warthog head, as you can see, it's pretty well taken down to the bone, and the significance of it has become less as a food source and more as a little bit of a point within the power struggle, these two determining where they stand within the pride. Now, the lioness's position is fairly secure. The male will be quite happy for her to stay around. She has the protection of her mother and her aunts, but the position of this male is becoming a little bit tentative. You can see he's very wary of the big resident alpha male, and he's keeping his distance.
Why they're coming so big? Because this land, to be honest with you, they are walking in the water every day, and they're hunting this buffalo in the water so they can more developing their muscular every day. If you see them walking in the water, you can see how big the shoulder. It's the biggest lion we do, to be honest with you, in the Duba area, compared to the other lion where they're from the woodland area. This one, because every day, there can be one day when they lie down. They just go through the water and they try to chasing the buffalo. So buffalo is not easy prey.
The lions of this area have learned to hunt in the water. Their hunting area is far more challenging. Because of the water, it's harder for them to move through.
The change of this area, Duba, from the 60s and from the 60s up to 2001 to now, it's a big change. Okay, when we started Duba in 1996, the area there was completely dry up. It's because of the rain. and the water from Angola.
The thing about the Okavango is that the water is crystal clear. The water moves through these papyrus beds, and the papyrus acts like a huge filtration system, making the water absolutely crystal clear. The only slight coloration in the water is the red, and that's from the tannins from the plants. The thing about Duba Plains is that you have this strong combination of water and land. A lot of the water activities happen in vehicles, which is pretty unusual. The guides and the vehicles themselves have quite a challenge getting through this terrain, and it brings that element of excitement to the whole thing.
I saw you say, let's keep going.
You know, knowing that you can get stuck at any moment, and on the odd occasion actually getting stuck, is all part of the African experience. These guys and their vehicles just do an incredible job getting us to where we need to go. A lot of the water experience can actually happen by boat and also by mokoro, or the dugout canoes. You know, seeing that pod of hippos and seeing that sort of behavior where he came out of the water very high, you know, we would almost call that spy hopping. The sort of spy hopping behavior was quite unusual. I've not seen too much of that before. This is their terrain that we're coming into, and when we don't give them a wide berth and show the utmost respect for their homes, then things can go wrong pretty quickly. Hippo are not undeserving of their reputation as the most dangerous animals in Africa. Duba Plains stands for everything that is great about ecotourism, and so seeing an area abandon hunting and move over to pure photographic and experiential tourism is very rewarding, and this is really where we'd like to see ourselves heading in the future. Africa is an awesome place, and awesome is a word that that's lost so much value recently, but Africa truly is awesome, and being in awe of what happens here is really what I'm about. To me, I am obsessed with Africa. I'm connected with Africa, and it'll always be the quintessential pillar in my life. Having the opportunity to talk about it and share it with other people, and seeing the excitement of people in people's faces when they go out there and they see it for themselves, that to me is why I do what I do.